Yes, Marley. Yes, come on. Yes. Let them feel you. Let them light your fire. Come on. Don't be afraid of what it sounds like. Be confident that the Spirit of God is in you. Say thank you, Lord. Say thank you, Lord. Say thank you, Lord. Say thank you, Jesus. Raise your hand if God has lit your fire. First time, lit your fire. Put it down put it down. First time if you've lit your fire. Raise it high. First time. Look at it. Look at that. Put it down. Now put it up. God has refilled you. Okay, great. Okay. Put it down. Let me remind you, okay? Remind you that when you speak in tongues, all right, it's not an evidence that you're more Christian, okay? It's not an evidence that you're better than anybody else, okay? No, it's not. Okay, let me give you a quick story about me when I received the baptism of fire. Okay, and this is it didn't look anything like this. Okay, what happened to me was I was at a youth service at the age of 15, and I was sitting there about the back of the room. And I wanted to be a leader so bad. I wanted to be the best Christian that God has called me to be. I was like, God, I just want to be everything you've called me to be. And I remember saying that. And I remember the youth pastor said, okay, if you have the gift of speaking in tongues, gift of the Holy Spirit, what I want you to do is I want everybody to start speaking in tongues. And I went, that's something I can't do. And so what happened to me, I began to get a little frustrated, a little angry. The fact that I didn't get it. I don't have it. I got mad and said, God, that is messed up. How come I can't have it? You know what I did? I began to go, I could do that too. In anger, I said, blah, 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 blah. Blue shoe. I sure drove a Honda. Give me my keys to my Suzuki. Ha ha ha. The guy was like, oh, that's funny, real funny. And I was like, oh yeah, it's real funny. Biba shandaraba. Kokorabaki. Datarabasha. And I sat there and went, whoa. Wait a second. I stopped, didn't say a word, sat there for about 5 minutes. And all of a sudden I began to feel this bubble right in my belly. It's like, is that gas? I got a fart or something? I gotta go poop or something? And it began to magnify. All of a sudden there was this uncontrollable joy that happened just right then and there. And I remember knowing that God lit my fire. And I went, oh, okay, didn't do it, not once. I was so freaked out. I was like, oh, that's just crazy. Okay, I'm sitting there messing around with you, and you just baptized me in fire. So I went, oh, let's go see if this is real. I sat in my bed and said, okay, God. And I began to speak in tongues in confidence. And all of a sudden, I began to speak and get louder. And my mom walked in the room and said, what's wrong with you? I said, my mom was like, you're crazy.